The best things in life are free. You can keep them for the...
I know it seems a little early to talk about Christmas gifts, but if you want to be thrifty, you could make gifts this year, and that means starting now. In today's Thrifty Thursday, my ideas for you. Now, I have 8 sisters-in-law, a mother-in-law, and a niece who I will see Christmas Day. We pick names, but I like to give everyone a little something. So my goal every year is to make something for $5 or less, and I've pretty much been able to do it. And I want the gifts not to look cheap, if you know what I mean. So this year I headed to a local bead shop to learn something new, and they said I could make a bracelet like this for about $5. I met up with Tara at the Mother Bead. We have some video of the store and our little private lesson that she gave me. There's the beginning of the project. That's what it's going to look like. And after about an hour, I was well on my way. Tara was very helpful, showed me all sorts of different tricks of the trade. It was a little more intricate than I thought, but with a little guidance and patience, I should be able to impress for less on Christmas Day. Now, if it looks too tough for you, the staff at Mother Bead, they have countless ideas, and they're making kits for our Fox 11 viewers of $5 to $10 projects. So stop by, pick up one of those kits. They also have several upcoming classes, and we'll post the information online a little bit later this morning. So here's a look at what I did not accomplish that final results, but this is what they made while we were learning. And then I said, teach me something a little bit easier. So they taught me a different stitch, or bead weaving, bead stitching, and I was able to make this tube of beads for very, very cheap. And then if you want, you buy a bangle for $2, slip it on there. It looks like this, and then you can have another idea for a bracelet. And that one I learned, and I'm not kidding you, 5 minutes. So you could do that and impress your family, your friends on Christmas. So here's the tally of what I spent. Beads, as low as $3. The thread, and one thing of thread will make countless projects, so I guessed about 30 cents. And the clasp, $1. Or if you do the bangle, then it's $2. So the total was $4.30 for that beautiful bracelet. It's going to take some time to figure it out, but it will be impressive in the end. Now, one year I made scarves for everyone. I learned how to knit while I was doing a live shot at a local yarn shop, and once you have the know-how, you can really make this a budget-friendly idea. I actually retaught myself this year to see if I could still do it. Yarn doesn't cost a lot, especially if it's on sale or if you have a coupon. The needles are a one-time purchase, and the end result's a pretty gift that is also very practical. I stopped by Michael's this week just to check prices, and you can really get a good deal, especially if you remember that coupon. At any of the local craft shops. So they have specials, they also have coupons, and you can really make a gift for less. Here's a look at some of the projects that I've done over the years. This is the scarf that my daughter was wearing in that video. This is a scarf that my friend made for me one year. This is the hat and scarf she made for me another year. I made a packer one. So really, once you get the know-how, you can make all sorts of different ones. Or you can buy sparkly yarn. You could make a belt. So if you learn how to knit or crochet and you shop wisely, you can really impress for less. So here's what I spent. $2 on needles. Yes, I found some pink knitting needles for $2. The yarn was $2.50 for a total of $4.50. You can do it. And my third idea for you is a framed picture. Talk to your grandma, talk to your parents, find those old photos that have been stored away in a box for years. You might find some that you've never even seen before. Many of you can scan, print them on your own home computer. You have the know-how for that. If you don't, I took my pictures to Woodman's photo department. I scan them. You do it yourself. You scan them on your own. Then you pick out what size of picture you want, if you want a 4x6, a 5x7. Then you do a little shopping for frames. I found a mat to fit, and it was that easy. And this always impresses. I took this photo. I'm going to show it to you here. It's all torn, and it has 5 of my sisters-in-law. So I scanned it at Woodman's. The pictures came out like this, and then I framed it, and look at how nice it looks. And I also did that with a picture of my husband and his dad, which is right here. Here's a picture of my dad. I found this picture in my mom's old box of photos of me and my sister. I framed it, and these gifts, I would say, are priceless. But let's take a look at what I spent. 29 cents to make that 5x7. The frame was $3.49. It was a closeout, so I got a great deal. And I really wanted a mat because I like that look. $1.37 on the mat. I went over by 15 cents, but still, you could make it much more budget friendly if you don't use a mat and if you start looking for great deals on frames right now. So, happy crafting. Have a great time looking for pictures. And we're going to have more great ideas from our viewers out there in the community as the holiday season rolls along. Good Day, Wisconsin. We'll be right back.